Welcome to Smart Stock Watch. Today, we're diving into the latest financial results of AstroNova, a global leader in data visualization technologies. Stay tuned as we break down their fiscal Q2 2025 earnings, discuss the highlights, and explore what these results mean for investors like you. Curious to know more details on key takeaways and insights? Watch this video to find out. Executive Summary.
AstroNova reported a strong fiscal Q2 2025 with a 14.1% year-over-year increase in revenue, reaching $40.5 million. The company saw significant margin expansion with a GAAP gross margin of 35.3%, up 800 basis points from the previous year. Operating income was $1.1 million and adjusted EBITDA rose to $3.9 million. The integration of MTEX NS is ongoing, with expected revenue contributions in the coming quarters.
Financial performance. What was the total revenue for the current quarter, and how does it compare with the previous quarter and the same period last year?
The total revenue for the current quarter was $40.5 million, up 14.1% from $35.5 million in the same period last year.
What were the GAAP and non-GAAP earnings per share (EPS), and how do they compare with the previous quarter and the same period last year?
GAAP EPS for the current quarter was 0.04 compared to 0.22 in the same period last year. Non-GAAP EPS was 0.08 compared to 0.15 in the same period last year.
Segment performance. How did the major business segments perform in terms of revenue and growth compared to the previous periods?
Product Identification (PI) segment revenue was $27.2 million, up from $25.8 million in the same period last year. Test and Measurement (T&M) segment revenue was $13.4 million, up from $9.7 million in the same period last year.
Operational efficiency. What were the GAAP and non-GAAP gross margins for the current quarter, and how do they compare with previous periods?
GAAP gross margin for the current quarter was 35.3%, up from 27.3% in the same period last year. Non-GAAP gross margin was 35.6%, unchanged from the same period last year.
What were the GAAP and non-GAAP operating expenses for the current quarter, and how do they compare with previous periods?
GAAP operating expenses for the current quarter were $13.3 million, up from $10.9 million in the same period last year. Non-GAAP operating expenses were $12.2 million, up from $10.4 million in the same period last year.
Cash flow and financial health. What are the key points of the balance sheets?
Total assets, $169 million. Total liabilities, $77.3 million. Shareholders' equity, $91.8 million.
What were the key points regarding cash flow from operating, investing, and financing activities?
Operating activities, net cash provided was $7.1 million. Investing activities, net cash used was $21.6 million, primarily due to the MTEX acquisition. Financing activities, net cash provided was $14.6 million.
Strategic initiatives and partnerships. What were the major strategic initiatives, product launches, and partnerships announced in the current quarter?
Integration of MTEX NS, focusing on its engineering and manufacturing capabilities. Participation in several large trade shows, building a strong product backlog.
Risk and challenges. What are the key risks and challenges highlighted in the report or discussed by the management?
Risk of not realizing expected synergies from the MTEX NS acquisition. Potential persistence of supply chain issues. Challenges in incorporating customer-requested design enhancements.
Future outlook. What is the company's revenue and gross margin guidance for the next quarter or fiscal year?
The company anticipates achieving its fiscal year targets for revenue growth. Adjusted EBITDA margin estimate for FY 2025 is reduced to a range of 9% to 10%, with an expectation to be within the range of 13% to 14% in fiscal 2026.
Overall performance and investment prospects. Based on the financial results and strategic updates, what is the assessment of the company's overall performance?
AstroNova demonstrated strong revenue growth and significant margin expansion, indicating robust operational efficiency. The ongoing integration of MTEX NS and resolution of supply chain issues position the company well for future growth.
That's all for today's analysis of AstroNova's impressive Q2 2025 performance and strategic initiatives. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Smart Stock Watch for more in-depth financial insights. Let us know in the comments if you think AstroNova is a good investment right now. Boost your trading game with Interactive Brokers, a leading platform known for its advanced tools and low commissions. I've personally benefited from their fast execution and comprehensive market access. Click the referral link in the video description below to sign up and support this channel. Start trading smarter today with IBKR. Thanks for watching and happy investing.